What's up, mortals? It's Dante from the anime Underworld, and today we are going over chapter 223 of Four Nights of the Apocalypse, titled The Pandora's Box. We got a nice cover page of Cath right back in his chibi form. Is Cath's plan of holding out long enough against the 7 deadly sins gonna last? Well, let's get into it and find out. We start off chapter 230 with Cath in his chibi form surrounded by his crystalline form called Chaos Crystal. He's just right there in the middle in what he calls the most perfect defense. The Sins wonder what it is, but Meliodas has a good idea, saying that he crystallized all the chaotic force that he could. If that force is made out of chaos, then Gother thinks that he can cancel it by shooting rewrite light. Just as the beams hit Cath's crystalline form, they sadly don't have any effect and just steam away. Gother takes note of this, saying, it is likely this defensive layer shuts out all mental and shifter attacks. Deanne smirks, saying that then it's simple. They'll crush it by force. Meanwhile, Cath is just sitting there in his crystal cocoon saying, oh yes, good luck with that. And try to hurry up too, pwahaha. I'm sorry, I can't take Cath seriously like this. Otherwise, your queen will burn up all her power, and I'll have the edge again, now won't I? Sadly, Cath does have a point at that, but Meliodas is not going to have it, as he summoned numerous orbs of pure demonic darkness and yells, not while I'm still here, in hopes that he can defeat Cath before his beloved queen burns out. Accepting Cath's challenge, Meliodas attacks his crystalline form with Trillion Dark, the same move that was able to defeat the Demon King years ago. Unfortunately for the demonic king of Leonis, that move didn't even leave a scratch on his crystalline form, with the little furball being a little bitch, teasing them, oh no, help me. Bond jumps into the fray to help Meliodas in a tag team, with both of them needing to go full out. Meliodas attacks with God Ripper, while the Foxen of Greed uses Assault Hunt, and a combo move called God Killer, putting all of their strength and all of their power into destroying Cath's perfect form of defense. This attack sends debris flying over Leonis. This attack would have killed practically everyone else, and luckily for Boris, he is still alive. King points out that thanks to Queen Elizabeth's perfect time, they don't have to worry about collateral damage, which gives his giant queen the go-ahead to go all out. With true Spirit Spear Chastiful in his first form, and Deanne using Mother Catastrophe, the two Sins prepare another combo against the Usurper of Chaos. And that is Combo Strike Fall of Heaven. A gigantic, mountain-sized boulder falls on Cath, and King's Spirit Spear plunges itself right through the earth, causing an enormous explosion, one that really should have destroyed the entire kingdom of Leonis if they were going all out. Debris and shrapnel fly through the air, an attack that surely would have killed everyone in the vicinity, but thanks to Elizabeth, they get to live to see another day, as they are left in awe and in amazement of the Sins going all out. Though all this is starting to take a toll on Elizabeth, who is beginning to lose breath and can barely stand on her own 2 feet. Meliodas knows this, but he is left in shock of what he sees. After all that, after all of their strongest attacks on the crystalline form, chaotic defense is still standing in one singular piece, as if he was never attacked at all. Well, that's not entirely true, as Cath points out that, wow, look at that. You actually put a scratch on it just now. Just the tiniest little slit on the surface though. Still, wow. I'm with the Sins in how shocked and pissed off that they are. Their strongest attacks that could have killed a god, and after all that, just a single scratch on the crystal surface. Well, you know the saying, sometimes the best offense is the best defense, and for Cath, He really put everything he had into his defensive shell. Cath mocks the tired Sins. While in his crystalline cocoon, you have only half the power unless all 7 of you are here, huh? It's sad, isn't it, when you don't have your pals backing you up? However, that last line really got Meliodas' attention, saying, our pals. I wonder who Meliodas is thinking of who could help him out. Zeldris? Gilda? Escanor? I mean, his dino skeleton is there, but I'm not sure what else he could do. Can anyone help the 7 deadly sins now? Boris thinks that maybe they can help in smashing the crystal. Really, Boris? You really think you can smash that crystalline pinata? Edlin agrees with me, saying, you dolt. If a god-killing teams of heroes can't break it, how can we? Wise words, Edlin. Wise words. Cath's former subordinates, the 4 evils, are left in shock, feeling hopeless. As Pelgard asks, can nothing be done now? Oh, something can be done, with Diodora rushing forward with the chain box in his arms. As Diodora rushes forward, he recalls his meeting with Hauser. The captain of the Holy Knight told him, Diodora, let me entrust this to you. It is from His Majesty, to be used when it is truly an impossible situation. I guess we're finally gonna answer the big question.
With the box, what was in the box?
Diodora arrives, box in hand, with the Sins looking very confused, asking, wait a minute, who's this kid? Cath is also very confused, asking, why is Ironside's son here? If not that matters to me now. Oh, but Cath, it does matter, as the King of Leonis tells Diodora, lend me your powers now. Accepting the order, Diodora places the chained box down, much to King wondering what the hell is going on. But Meliodas assures him it's a do-or-die bet. Ironside's son leaps backwards, warning everyone, step away from me a little, and with a few hand gestures, uses Rot's warmer magic, Gatekeeper. A rift opened into Purgatory is above Cath, and the Usurper of Chaos is very confused. Since when could you conjure that? I guess he wasn't made aware of Rot's and Turret's murders. Cath mocks Diodora. Ha, like I care though, you dummies. You'd think that would smash the crystal? I was created in Purgatory, remember? That would never work on me. But that wasn't for you, Cath. As Diodora cast a spell, seal canceled, and the chains that had locked the box finally snap apart. The top of the box is opened, and a horrible smell erupts from the opening. A smell so disgusting, all of the Sins look like they're about to hork. Even from far away from the battlefield, the other Knights of Leonis are left in visible disgust. Balin, looking like he's about to puke, says, it's putrid. We're so far away too, commenting that it's like leftovers left to rot in hell itself. Diodora has the right to ask, that thing in the box, is it even from this world? And Meliodas knows what exactly is in that box. A disgusting, hell-like creature comes out of the box, oozing with goo and smelling of the rot of hell. Tells everyone that it was the greatest masterpiece of a meat pie he ever tried to whip up.
Nope, I have to look again.
Oh my gosh. After all this time, after all the theories and people saying that something is in that box like Leviathan or some sort of behemoth. No, it wasn't any of those. It turns out that in that box was Meliodas' cooking. That is just a good twist. And by God, I wonder how Meliodas botched this ingredient up. How do you make a meat pie crawl out of a box? And if this is the greatest meat pie he ever tried to whip up, I'd hate to see the worst. Even though everyone despises the smell, something from the portal catches the whiff of the aroma, saying, well, this aroma certainly brings back up a few memories for me. Cath is intrigued that a voice came from the rift, and the Usurper of Chaos mocks it, as if mocking the Sins was getting boring. Ah, summoning some creature from Purgatory to fight against me? Well, forget it. It takes more than some face in a crowd to beat me. though Bond knows that voice very well, saying, "Oh, no way." From the portal, the voice continues to speak. "Somebody's full of himself over there, isn't he? Let me guess. You're the little pig who's been snatching people from my land lately, right?" Cath continuing to ride his high horse, his voice full of anger and egotism. "So what if I am? You're the one acting like you own me. I, and only I, am the new overlord of chaos." "I'm sorry, Cath, the overlord of what?" As you look down at your crumbling crystalline form. That's right. From the portal erupts a giant hoof that shatters chaotic defense like it was nothing. That's right, folks. This one attack was enough to shatter Cath's crystalline form like it was nothing. With just one punch, his form shatters into pieces. An attack called Final Meat Stomp. And you gotta just love the reactions the Sins are giving right here. These looks of surprise are just so dang funny. Even Diodora looks like he probably just shat his pants. The Sins are left in complete shock and horror that such a creature from Purgatory was capable of destroying Cath's form. But Meliodas is smirking because he knows, and we all know, who is responsible for all this. When Cath asks the big question, "Who are you?" Folks, if you couldn't tell already, that was not a normal creature from Purgatory. It was our old boy, Hawk. As his eye looks upon the usurper of chaos and proudly proclaims himself to be Mild, the King of Purgatory. And that is how we end chapter 230, with the former captain of Scrap's Disposal promoted to the legendary King of Purgatory. This was really a fun chapter. And dear God above, I want to know what Hawk has been doing in Purgatory for the last 18 years. Hawk is probably bigger than his former mom now. What the heck has he been doing in Purgatory, and what has he been eating? With Cath out of a shell, now is the time to attack the Usurper of Chaos while they have the chance, before perfect time runs out. What do you think is going to happen in chapter 231? If you love 7 Deadly Sins and 4 Nights of the Apocalypse reviewing material, hit that like button, hype up this video, subscribe, and we'll be out with more 7 Deadly Sins related content for you very soon. This has been Dante from the Anime Underworld, and I'll see you mortals later.